So YouTube, it's HackermanZombie125 coming at you with a zombie deck profile. This is my brother's deck. It is really powerful. You know, it's just able to take down. It was able to take down Chaos Plants with ease. So, well, took it to 3 games, but in the games that it won, it was quite dominant. So, and also I'd like to apologise for not having some videos up in a while. It's just been busy with schoolwork and everything. So, just get back to it in my free time, really. Okay. So in the profile we've got Dark Arm Dragon, one of the most powerful monsters in the deck. When my brother summons this card, he's usually going for the win. So, and he's fantastic at regulating dark monsters. So there's always going to be 3 when you least expect it. Okay. Gauze, obviously staple defense card and great synchro fodder as well with the token. We've got 2 Caius, obviously main tribute to the deck, good for tributing the next card that's coming along, which is the 3 Goblin Zombies. Now, when Goblin Zombie first came back to 3, I understand that people said that they didn't really care because it didn't really affect zombies in any way because they were already dead. This is the main search engine for zombies. You know, you can set it off any way. You can set it off with Kai's, you can set it off synchro summoning. It's just a mass. You know, I think it's just made the deck so much more powerful now, in my opinion. And there's always going to be ways to get your cards to your hand quickly with 3 Goblin Zombies. It just increases the chance of you getting it. So that's one of the best cards in the deck, in my opinion. There are obviously ways around it, like Caius and TK Vaya, but that's game 2 and game 3 usually. We've got 2 Zombie Masters, basic revival card, basic revival monster and 1800 beat stick. Very effective at getting quick synchros out. 1 Mizuki. Yeah, I'd really like to see this card go up to 2. I think it would make zombies very good, but not overpowered like in the Diva zombie format. I think if they were to bring this to 2 and keep Burial at 1, then, you know, it could work, in my opinion. Permaturtle. My brother says that if he was to change the deck, he'd probably take this out for something else. It's just another way to get a quick zombie out, really. And Spirit Reaper as well. Says that if he was to take Permaturtle out, he might get a second Reaper in instead. It's a great card, Reaper. I run it in Chaos Plants, and it's such a volatile card. You know, it's great at decreasing hand size. It's great defense and actually very good synchro fodder. Yeah. We've got Plague Spreader, one of the main tuners of the deck. Well, the main tuner in my brother's opinion. Just gets your Revive Kings out, it gets your level 6s, can even help you go for your Trishula. Okay, Diva. Most people would not run Diva in zombies, me included, but my brother seems to think that this is still a very good card. And you know, when he plays it, he plays it well. He gets this out, gets another one, and then goes for a synchro. It's reminiscent of the ways zombies used to be. And I think it's very good that he can still do that, really. 1 Gale, obviously very good tuner, half attack, and it allows him to use Blackwing synchro monsters such as Armor Master in his extra deck, which is also a very effective way of doing things. Glow Up Bulb, probably the key focus of getting into Trishula. You can do that with these 3 cards. You can make Trishula with these 3 cards. Of course, you can make it with Sangan and Plague Spreader as well, or Spirit Reaper and Plague Spreader, and the Zombie Master or Goblin Zombie. But this is the quickest way to go, because you summon Zombie Master, which you've just searched with the Goblin Zombie that has just been sent to the graveyard. You discard Glow Up Bulb, special summon the Zombie Master back, the Goblin Zombie back, and then Glow Up Bulb onto the field, and then synchro off for Trishula. It's just a really good way of getting the job done. And 1 Veiler. Obviously, it's a tuner and it's all like that, but its main thing is combating stuff like Caius, Debris Dragon, and all manner of stuff that could come up against the deck like Trishula. You know, basically good protection against monster effects. Okay, Sangan, another searcher. It can get Goblin Zombie to the hand, it can get Permaturtle, it can get Reaper, it can get anything that, basically most of the stuff you need to get going. Gale,
Effect Veiler.
Veiler, anything really. Most of the good cards in your deck are searchable via Sangan. So it's a really good card. And Tomato. It's another dark one, can get stuff like Gale out, you can get your Goblin Zombies and Sangans and stuff. Just another way to get the deck going really. Okay, and that was 1, 2, 3, 4,
Can be
5,
Black
6,
Mood
7,
fodder.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 monsters. Oh, and Mystic Tomato can also be fodder for Black Rose's effect along with Gloat Bulb. So that's 20 monsters. So on to the spells. Got 1 Book of Life. You know, basic key revival card for zombies. Very effective because it can very effective when going up against graveyard reliant decks like Debris Plants, Chaos Plants, Tengu, stuff like that, because it can get rid of the cards in the graveyard such as Dandelion, Spore, Gloat Bulb. It can really cripple them game 1, which is when they're most powerful. Okay, draw cards are Law. Good because there's a heavy amount of dark monsters in the deck. Also makes a better use for Mystic Tomato. Really, well, anything that you may dead draw that's dark, really. So, and it's 2 free cards for that. Okay. 2 Upstart Goblin. Basically, when you consider it, the life point cost doesn't really factor into it because this deck works so well that it doesn't make a difference whether your opponent's getting 1,000 life points or not. This basically cuts the deck down to 38 cards. Basically, it's just 2 free cards, and it's just, you know, you don't, you know, that's, run this and it's basically a 38 card deck, or if you're running 337, just amazing. Foolish Burial obviously speeds up the deck, gets the cards that you want into the graveyard, which you can then combo with Zombie Master. You know, you can get your Plague Spreader or Mizuki and stuff like that. You can get the Goblin Zombie, which you can then use with Zombie Master and Gloat Bulb to go into Trishula. It's just a very versatile card. Trunade, one of the many win conditions of the deck, really. One of the many win conditions of many decks. Basically, play this, bounce the opponent's card back to hand, then summon all your big monsters and attack for game. They can't usually do anything unless they have Gauze. So, and most people are calling this to be banned because no one can really defend against that once it's played. Okay. 2 MSTs, Basic Spell and Trap Destruction. Book of Moon, Anti-Synchro, Defense, stuff like that. Monster Reborn, Advanced Survival, Dark Hole, Basic Defense, really. No one usually plays it as a win condition.
7 minutes left.
Yeah. On to the traps. We've got, well, how many spells was that just then? Just let me count.
11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 spells, so that should be 9 traps now. We want to call the Haunted, Revival, and it can be fodder for Scrap Dragon when it's used for synchroing. It's a very useful little trap for the deck. Solemn Judgment, Basic Negation. This deck doesn't have Solemn Warning, and I just tell you that now. Or part of Duality either, obviously. So no Solemn Warning. So, and this deck does well without these cards. It's able to take down pretty powerful Chaos Plants for that. Mirror Force, Destruction, Torrential Tribute, Staple Defense, 2 Bottomless, basically a replacement for Solemn Warning. Very useful card in my brother's opinion for getting rid of big monsters very efficiently. And this card could outmatch Solemn Warning if the abolition of priority comes to the TCG. And 2D Prisons, very good at getting rid of pesky cards. It gets over Stardust. It's a very useful card. And last, a very good, interesting tech card for the deck, Karma Cut, because the deck focuses on getting cards to the graveyard. This allows it to be faster and cripples the opponent. It's anti-synchro. It can get rid of the Dandelion. It can get rid of the Tuna, whatever. It's just a very good card for the deck. So that's the main deck. We're going on to the side deck. We've got okay, starting with the side deck, we've got Cyber Dragon, basic siding against anything really. 2DD Crows, Graveyard Heavy Reliant decks are good to, you know, this card works well against them. Puppet plants, Sams, and even Gravekeepers you can side this against to take the monsters. Very useful card. Yeah. Kinetic Soldier's another Sam side, really. That's it, really. We've got 2 Noblemen, Gravekeepers, Chaos Plants, Tengu, anything that sets heavy, really. That you can use this again. That you can use this against them, and it basically cripples the deck. Double Dust. Good for heavy setters. You cannot believe how actually useful this card can be against them.
Not just that, of course.
Yeah, and obviously
Necro Valleys, Dragon Ravines,
not just
Gateways.
Yeah, that too. You know, decks that heavily rely on one spell card out on the field, like 6 Sams with Gateway and United, Necro Valleys with Gravekeepers. It's just a very useful card. Dragon Ravine as well, like just said there. Mind Crush, because you know they're going to be search heavy decks, so you're going to know at some point what they may have in their hand, so you can just trigger that and the card sent to the graveyard. Pulling the Rug, a very useful side deck card against Monarchs, Chaos Plants, because they summon Debris Dragon and all that. It just cripples their main way of getting back in with the match we just had. This was played and the deck lost. The deck it was playing against lost. And 2 Trapstuns. This card is one of these cards are probably going to be taken out for something else. I just haven't decided yet. Probably for TK Rios or something like that. Really, when we get hold of them. Okay, that's and Chimera Tech Fortress in the side too. Okay, we've got 3 minutes left, so I'm just going to hurry this along. We've got an emissary token for Gauze. We've got Synchros, we've got level 5s, we've got Catastor and Android, useful cards. Probably change that for Hyper Librarian, I understand. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, we've got level 6s, the Zombie Synchros, we've got Doom Kaiser for the mirror match. Obviously, you must have that just in case. And Revive King Hardez to deal with basically any deck. Really, it just cripples. It's just crippling. Other level 6s include Bryanak, Gaia Knight, and Flamvell Ukizas. Good against token users. Good at high attack points, and it can get over Stardust and stuff like that, and can be used for other things. And Bryanak is just when you just want to win. So moving on, we've got level 7s, which are Black Rose and Armor Master. Black Rose obviously destroys the field, and Armor Master works well with Gale. Obviously, it can't be destroyed. It's a much more advanced version of Spirit Reaper, in my opinion, with added pluses. Okay, on to level 8. So we've got Stardust, Red Dragon. You know, Stardust Protection. Red Dragon can take care of heavy defenders, and Reaper. It can take care of Reaper with ease. So it's a very high powered monster. So that's very useful way to do. Scrap Dragon, very useful destruction. Can get rid of dead cards like Call the Haunted. It can be used with Goblin Zombie and a Diva if you want to. Colossal Fighter, basic, one of the most oldest synchros ever. It could revive itself in a destroyer battle. It gets an increase with warriors. Dark End Dragon, very useful because of Caius and Gloat Ball combining with. You can summon it with Plague Spreader and Caius, or Gloat Bulb and a Gauze. It's a very useful card, really, and it's it can get over pesky cards. It can get over Stardust, and it is just a very good card. And the last card is Trishula. Trishula, one of the main win conditions in the deck, and it just cripples. Like any well-tuned deck, you play this and it usually kills them. So that's the deck. In my opinion, this is one of the best zombie decks I've come across in a very long time. Zombie decks recently aren't seeing a lot of play. There was one that did very well at YCS in America, but other than that, you don't really see that much in the European TCG, which is a shame, really, because people just can't be bothered to put the time and effort in. And obviously my brothers put the time and effort into this deck, and it has paid off quite well. It's no cookie cutter. It's original. It's fantastic, and that's 9.5 out of 10 with me. So we've got 10 seconds left. That's it. I'll get a Chaos Plant. I'll get my Chaos Plants up, and that's it. YouTube, peace.